Tonight, a guest who's larger than life and taller than me. Kia ora and welcome, I'm Andrew Whiteside. This is GayTalk tonight. My guest is Luke Bird. He's a Kiwi entertainer with a certain flair. Luke Bird is an entertainer and chef who's making a name for himself in New Zealand's theatre scene. You may have seen him. He's tall, talented and wears incredible outfits. But behind the scenes, he had to overcome bullying to be the man he is today. Luke Bird.
Hello,
welcome.
Thank you.
Really good to have you here.
Great to be here.
And you were wearing one of your magnificent outfits, which is what first attracted me to you when I saw you across a crowded room.
That's right, cacao.
Yeah.
Yes, well, it's not actually my outfit, but World, a beautiful New Zealand designers World, have created beautiful things for like over 25 years, and this just happens to be one of them from this year's season, the geometric suit. It stops traffic and it gets you a great car park.
It's hard to miss you because you're 6 foot something.
6'4", 196 centimetres of pure man, so, you know, you work out the rest.
Now, in your business, so you have the Luke Bird experience.
Yes.
And I'm forgetting them all now. There's several Luke Bird things that are happening. But you really started by learning how to sing. And so,
correct.
So just tell me a little bit about that.
10 years ago, I had finished culinary school and thought, no, I like the performance part of cooking. And I got an audition out of the blue for Lion King the musical, and I didn't get the gig, but I went, this is how it's going to work. Went back home to Whangarei and there was an audition notice for Jekyll and Hyde the musical, and it was for an amateur society, so I thought, I'll give it a go, that'd be cool. The vocal coach for that production is one of like New Zealand's top diva opera performers and opera tutors, Dame Joan Kenaway. Well, holy heck, did I know that? No, I didn't. And she said, you have a voice, and this voice is not just your usual voice, come to see me. So I did. Anyway, long story short is that from this little voice and as an ensemble member, we've gone on to create, well, she has found this voice that is, you know, it's operatic, it's tenor, it's big, it's bolshy. You know, I say try vacuuming to Pavarotti and try singing a top C. That's bum clenching stuff. But my whole point of difference is that I don't fit the genre or the look or the mould, and I like fun, energetic, always out there, personality, push the boundary, and it's now worked. And it's funny, I take the mickey out of the opera, I bring the comedy side out of it. I like to call it opera porn because it's always fun and it talks about the dirt and the smut of it.
I wanted to take you back into your past because I know when you grew up in Whangarei, and
yes, that's right.
That town is not known for being particularly gay friendly.
No.
And your high school experience was difficult, particularly when you were younger. What was that like?
Well, I was bullied because I am how I am now. I'm just out there and I don't think I'm anything different, but I went to a private Catholic school. It was good fun. We had a great time at high school, but intermediate was shocking, and all my friends went to another school out of primary, so I was the only one that was sent to this school because of the academic side of things. But I was the short, fat kid, believe it or not, and so I was bullied more for that. But I've been brought up by women since day dot, so all I knew was femininity, but masculinity as well because you're taught to be a boy. So I'm always like, wow, wow. And it wasn't good enough for some people. So it was hard. I used to go home crying, I'm going to school tomorrow, and I remember being bullied so much by one particular person for being the chubby kid that I threw a chair at him to defend myself because I was just over it and got suspended for it. So, you know, it's like defending yourself to a bully, but then you get the punishment of, being suspended.
How does that influence you for the rest of your life?
Oh, great question. That's a very good question. I don't know the answer to that. But it's funny because now these bullies have then found me on Facebook and they've liked my Birdwatcher page and they're part of Luke Bird Entertainment and they're liking all my posts. And then I sort of feel sorry for them in a way, going, yeah, you were that bad, but now you realise that being yourself is actually, it's part of the world. And if you're not going to be yourself, then you'll just be like everyone else and become a number. So I don't know if that's influential, but it does push me every day to make sure I'm doing all I can to leave my mark, or to make sure all those fingers are different pies. People go, Luke, the Birdman, bird watchers, merchandise, the bird nest. Everything I do is for a purpose.
And I guess it hasn't stopped you being who you are, and I think that's an important thing, and it's an important message for other, queer kids who are out there.
Yeah.
It may be bad where you are right now, and it will end.
And that's right, and let's be honest here, it's bloody hard. I still find it hard now. I try to fit into, there's a saying that says, I have absolutely no desire to fit in, but touch my bum. I don't know what that means, but I sort of go, okay. But I don't have any desire now to fit in. 4 years ago, I was pushing myself out there to make sure I fit a mould. But when people start offering you different jobs and they say, can you do this, can you do that, because of who you are and because they like your personality and character, then it sort of opens a little, a doorway, and a little light bulb goes off going, oh, like, who cares about moulds? You're there for a purpose. You have character and personality and talent and skill. Use it. And if people put you down, it's because they don't want their light to shine more than yours. Or they want their light to shine more than yours. Yours is sort of too bright. Don't let people dim it down for you. I don't.
Clearly, and that actually, my final question is going to be, what was your philosophy on life? But I think you've actually shared.
Oh yeah. Look, it's all about living for the moment and pushing boundaries. But also, you've got friends along the way. I actually learned a saying yesterday at a rehearsal, and it was, don't go somewhere to fill in time, go somewhere to spend time. And it's so important, because usually we're out there trying to make sure that others are looked after because we're there, but we sometimes have other things to do and we forget about ourselves. And realistically, you need to be out there all the time doing what you want to do, because someone will notice. I sometimes think I'm not getting anywhere in life, but then you have people messaging you saying, you've kept me happy and I love what you're doing. That is the blessing in disguise, not the materialistic things. So spend time, see a puddle, make a splash, and opportunity is like a visitor. You never know if they'll come back, so seize the moment.
Luke Bird, that's fantastic. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me, and cacao the bird world, Andrew.
Thanks for watching Gay Talk tonight. I'll see you again very soon.